Maniacs, welcome back to the channel, your local bedhead here. This is a question for my true crime fans, my true crime watchers. I feel like I'm running out of videos for Nicole Kessinger, Chris Watts. There's really not a whole lot more I feel like I can learn about this. I really don't. I feel like I'm kind of run in the sense that if I continue to go down that path, I will continue to repeat myself on a lot of things that we're already aware of. And I just don't feel like that's necessary for me. I just don't feel like it's necessary. So, out of curiosity here, what cases would be interesting for me to dive into? I'm very much curious to know. I mean, I've already gone over Nicole Kessinger, her deleted messages, and all that stuff. I've already gone over that stuff. Very suspicious, of course. I've gone over every ounce of any sort of suspicions that this lady could have had involving herself with Chris Watts in this whole case. And of course, she was of course in the wrong for doing what she did. Seeing a married man, of course, is a horrible, horrible decision. She never do it. Married man or married woman should never do it. And that is a disgusting act on her part. And of course, Chris is also to blame for that. There is no physical proof that she was involved with the murder. Physical proof. The only thing that we got going for that is, to my knowledge, pretty much her receiving calls in the same area around when Chris Watts had committed the crime. Her vehicle was around that area. So that would be the only thing that we have going for it. Do I find it suspicious? Of course I do. I think everybody does. They find it very suspicious. So though she is a very, 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 very suspicious individual in this whole crime case, I just don't know if continuing to talk about it will do any good. I don't. I don't, because the courts have already determined that this is done. It's over. Once Chris Watts came out and admitted to the murders, he was put in prison for the rest of his life, and that to them was good enough. I mean, the guy is the main dog. He is the head honcho in this whole plan. He is the one who committed the crime. No question, no buts, no ifs. He is absolutely the one who did it. Now, learning, how the families view this whole situation has been interesting. Cindy Watts, of course, defending Chris Watts, and some people even made it a point to me that it's kind of weird how she keeps defending her son, even knowing he is 100% guilty. But she shows all this support and love to her son, but not to her own grandchildren, who were murdered by him. I don't know if I could look at my kid the same way, ever. Again, I would, of course, it's my kid, but if he took my grandkids away, I would be just destroyed. Horrible, horrible situation. And it's just been fascinating. And then, of course, all this stuff I learned about these people just reaching out to him and sending love letters to it. Just absolutely maddening. But I feel like I have gone over everything. The only things I haven't gone over are just fan conspiracies and theories about what could have happened. And there is a part of me that is interested to learn about that stuff, but at the same time, am I really wanting to do that? Am I really wanting to sit here for hours listening to possibilities of like witchcraft or ritualistic practices that could have had some sort of involvement? I don't think I am, because it just tampers with everything that I already know as legitimate at this point. If I start bringing in all this other stuff, it could really convolute or just really tamper with everything, and I just don't want to do that to myself. I feel like I've learned so much as of right now about this case, and if there is any more videos that you want to recommend that have actual legitimate evidence, I highly recommend putting them in the comment section of this video. Maybe there is more I can learn here, but for right now, I honestly don't know if there is. And again, tell me if I'm wrong, but I think I've gone over almost everything that has been suspicious, including the interviews between Nicole Kessinger and the FBI or the police. I just, obviously she was lying about certain things. Obviously she was acting very suspicious. That's obvious. But as it stands right now, and I know there's a petition out there for it, there's really nothing we can do besides talk and repeat ourselves. And I feel like I just don't need to do that. So, again, if there's anything new that you guys find, let me know in the comments section. I will go ahead and watch it, and I will give you a reaction. But for right now, I'm actually stuck with it. I'm like, all right, everything's been laid out for me. I know what's gone. I know what's happened. I know what's gone on. Chris Watts is 100% the man who was guilty of murdering his family. No questions asked. Nicole Kessinger has some suspicious activities that would give us that sense of mind that maybe she had something to do with it, and that is not going to go away anytime soon. But is she guilty 100%? I don't know. And as much as I actually want to sit here and tell you guys, bottom of my heart, that I do think she was involved somehow, I feel like me sitting here also telling you that she is involved 100% could be dangerous. And it's not the fact that I'm not willing to go all the way, But unless I have actual factual, all evidence is in my hands in my favor, I can't just start saying that she is. It's dangerous. It really is. And of course, she could be in hiding because she does not want this to come back and bite her in the ass, of course. But be real, they probably already know where she is. They probably have an idea of where she is no matter what. So even if she's out hiding, that's not going to save her from the law if anything is to come back up. If anything, the people she is hiding from are the people who are continuously wanting justice on this case. Those are the people she's hiding from. Look, if she is guilty, it's going to come out someday. That's the best thing I could say. If she is 100% guilty and she is lying and she is, hiding from the truth, and it is going to come back and bite her in the ass someday. I mean, it technically already has. She can't even show her face out in public as much as she used to. Probably because she knows she has the chances of running into somebody who will recognize her. So, I mean, she is living life hiding. Holy smokes. Imagine never being able to go out to the movies ever again because you're scared of people recognizing you. I mean, there is a sense of karma that has come from her doing what she has done. Now, if she had anything to do with the murders, physically anything to do with the murders, or inspired or conspirized with the murders in any ounce of any sort of way, that truth will not be hidden forever. So keep that in mind. But as it stands right now, as a reactor on YouTube, and as a person who gives his honest thoughts, can I still do anything that would help in any sort of way? I don't think I can. But I am very fucking happy I did learn about this case because I had no idea until I started doing YouTube. I started to see Zwolke doing it, and it was working out for him very well. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll dive into the case too, and I did. But I don't think there's anything else I can learn. There's just not. So let me know down below if there is anything I can learn. Let me know. I'm curious to hear your guys' opinions, and I'll see you in the next one. Do take care.